Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Derek Carr trots onto the field, ready to lead this offense for the Oakland Raiders. But the Raiders right now, through 3 weeks of the NFL season, they haven't won a game. Last week against Miami, if you're looking at Carr's numbers, the yards look good, 345 of them, but he did throw 2 picks.
And that's where the issue is for them right now. Not much margin for error for the Oakland offense. So they have to play a near-perfect game to get it done, and they've had 2 close losses the last 2 weeks. And remember, the week before, Derek Carr was, 29 of 32 throwing the football? It's ridiculous how accurate he is right now. Nothing's translated into wins, though.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. A gain of 3, second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
Let's highlight a big strength of this team, the offensive line led by Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson. All 3 were Pro Bowlers in 2017, but it didn't translate as well as they wanted on offense. Just 23rd in scoring and a 6-10 record.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
At linebacker is Joe Schobert, a 4th-round pick from Wisconsin in 2016, who ended up tied for second in the NFL in tackles last season and became an unlikely Pro Bowler for the first time.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tanner Vallejo in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. It's taken to the 26. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield getting set to command this offense for the Cleveland Browns, and in week 3, he became the savior of the city of Cleveland. Came in just before halftime, Charles, for the injured Tyrod Taylor, 17-23, 201 yards, and most importantly, led them to that elusive victory.
Yeah, ended a 19-game winless streak. They hadn't won since, what was it, Christmas Eve 2016? But even beyond that, you were watching the game, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel the energy level just jump in that place when he ran onto the field? Did you see how the play picked up with his team when he was out there performing? That's the reason I said he should have been the starter from week 1. I still don't understand why they waited, but they'll wait no more. It's his job the rest of the year, barring injury.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
An emerging threat in the passing game is David Njoku, who had a really nice rookie season in 2017 with 32 catches, 386 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And many also remember he was the 3rd first-round pick for Cleveland in the 2017 draft following Myles Garrett, defensive end, and Jabril Peppers, defensive back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Oakland Raiders taking the field again here. You wonder how this 0-3 start to the season is affecting their head coach, John Gruden. And you know this a lot better than me, he's a fiery competitor. He didn't envision this the first 3 weeks.
No, of course he didn't, but he also knew that maybe the job was a little bit tougher than maybe what people gave credit for. Be a little bit of a rebuild. Now, they've made some moves along the way that people would say, hey, what was that? You know, Khalil Mack being traded. But all in all, he's trying to build this thing from the ground up again to make it sustainable. So they've got some big games coming up. None bigger than the Cleveland Browns coming to town. Now a Browns team with a lot of confidence after getting their first win in a long, long time.
Yeah, all of a sudden, that's no longer a gimme. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's enters. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cleveland Browns coming back on offense. That gives us a chance to look back at their victory again from last week. They had gone 635 days without a win.
What? Hold on a second. How many days?
635. but now, you know, after this 3-game stretch they've had, they're 1-1-1. They could be 3-0. And people are saying, geez, Charles, why can't they win 7, 8, 9 games?
Yeah, and I think that that's a legitimate question. And I also think it's one that the Browns will talk about behind closed doors, but we won't hear it out in public. There's a quiet confidence starting to build with this team, and it's happened over the last couple of years, even though they had the lousy year last season. The drafting got better, the pickups in free agency. They just feel good about who they are, and let us not forget, drafting Baker Mayfield at number 1, there's something about him. He has that it factor, and Cleveland's starting to follow.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, 180.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Get down. We're waiting.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. 1st down Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Now on 1st down, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Get down. 180. It's a hot.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know all players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series. Let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, That could really change the way this game was going.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, CD, Carlos Hyde, he will not forget August 20th. 98 yards rushing in that game last week, 2 touchdowns, 1 win for the Browns. But most importantly, a baby boy was born, his son.
So let's applaud the fact that Carlos Jr. arrived, but let's also applaud Carlos Jr.'s timing. Because he waited for Dad to have that performance and was born after that. Dad left the stadium, got to the hospital, and was there when Junior got there. And don't forget, Thursday, that day, was Carlos Sr.'s birthday. He was 28 that day. So you mash it all together. A monster day for him. And guess what? If I were Oakland next week, I'd be really worried. He might be a little short sleep, and he's going to run angry.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Underneath for Johnson. A good pickup there, a 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
All right, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch, and he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On first down, Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, and complete, right side to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr to throw again. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And his throw here is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tanner Vallejo in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go.
On the counter, this is Hyde. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle that got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 55 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Now Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lynch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They start the drive with Hyde. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Set. Green, 39.
On second down, and all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now here come the Raiders. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Down. 185. Get hot.
On the handoff, Lynch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Let's go!
Following the interception, Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On third down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Offense now, they trot back out, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Carr now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now Carr again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Roberts. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, it's Peppers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first down throw from Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go!
A 10th carry for Hyde. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Down. We waiting.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Mayfield out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And that's going to be incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, this is Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down. Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it? You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They'll give to Hyde. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go!
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Higgins. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a run with Hyde. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's a play there by P.J. Hall, creating a little bit of rubble and stuffing the run, but don't go to sleep on him in terms of being a pass rusher. Has excellent explosive tendencies to work inside. Blocked 14 kicks in his college career, so he knows how to get through the hole and get upfield. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Carr now to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw again. Lets it go for Nelson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Now Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On the carry, it's Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They'll run with Lynch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Let's face it, 2nd and 1. Playbook's wide open, isn't it? They can do just about anything. But after that, now you're 3rd and 3. I think the playbook has shrunk because now I think you're almost locked into throwing the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw his car. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. From the gun, Carr. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Mayfield on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
319! 319!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And some space here. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Now let's go! Blue landed!
From the gun, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
10! Green 39! Green!
To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
They run high. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Hot blue 90.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Right back to him on first down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On 2nd down, Lynch looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On third down, they go Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Blue landed.
Mayfield down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Mayfield with it once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. Trying to get it to Landry there.
partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.